Abusia Yamakwaba Shonkoso Eba POG Media. Ene Yademeko highway ni so highway ni de ensem bebre wo so a yenso ya je penese ebem ya bidafo no ahu de eko ene de eba na den na eko so ewo highway ni so eye Akuffo Addo na sisi anu na so aye hye ne office kra no ontumi ntina enye asam ketua kra na denti ena ontumi entina ne office eye Rawlings ne saman ena hante Akuffo Addo ayisi ano Akuffo Addo esun patch o osre Ghana for say enam krono a obo corruption ne nyoma boni a waba be ye na mamoni mu no Rawlings say oma ne saman enda kwa obe hante Akuffo Addo a enye asam ketua kra Mugabe aba be my hot details ade ensem bi aba betu a ne nsem o de betu no ensem na no edin yi o say saman no ebekọ so ahante Akuffo Addo all because of say Akuffo Addo no ono ene di njinamu ono ena na ọka ho a na ọmụma Rawlings amamu no enkoso ọmụma Rawlings asumundu na enye asam ketua kra san so de atofo sim case no so ehun nsem ebetu a atofo sim no one Godfred Odamino ensem a ekoso nyina no ode betu enye asam ketua kra ye bepese be me abedwafo no be me akọ na yakwa akoti ensem a ekoso na answer na ebekọ no o ensem kan bia fashe your comment section like share ma afofo so ensa entumi enka bia ha POG Media bedamase
4th June 1979 and a flat lieutenant Rawlings wutumi edi eye ku kase anim yie pa match as Ghana na chese ano hye papa na nanyi nyina mo no eye niema na enko yie katase sapre ena de yatra ba bi asatama Rawlings mu yeku no yatra ho se de na Akuffo Addo na banwe krono katase se abusua chenni yenye deal na yenche scanning judgment that awodu ayetua ya ye wo attorney general wonu local champion international ni abọ na hwe so epum enei baby abefa bia kata asese proye wokọ office of the special prosecutor woye na djuma kwa ye mane nye na djuma zeda na do ne na busuafo ene na point so mo tata kise agabia ye first kama amanfo mpase ni nyina ye wemu a ne ye interfere ewo eye ne djumadi a wodi mu na enei wo hwa baby o my Ghana aba bedu o my a yetumi etua eye 56 million cedis adema eye contractor one provided internet Wi-Fi one provided way na eye education ministry no wo metima ya hwe etumi etua 56 million Ghana cedis ede amasa enipai wo hwe kwamboni a Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ajapadeo wo fire Ghana e fa so elusu aba 190 million US dollars na chese ni nyina enum wo hwe Ameri deal ekwe mo fa so negotiations ene niema ni nyina no be hu se Bawumia hu bo mu Akuffo Addo hu bo mu na chese nsem I was misled ene niema he senka eyesa Ǧh0št sabrian kai kasa sabrian na kai kasa nanso yesi ye peka bi ma meka bi amemo nti ka bi ma meka bi amemo no yedi kokromotie ena sesa aban na enei si ya reflect ni ya back in 1979 eniema bi esisi ya ede ma amanfo Rawlings ene no kofo eji wo man ya enemy bizasa what has changed Akuffo Addo abanwe krono mo ba wo Ghana ha no deals awodo mo eye abaye japade e mo toton ma wo mo ho akrofo asefo from top ebesi down krono mo ba wo ma we ejapa deal ni atua 12 million palugu aye dam ni atua 12 million dollars e de ama contractor na one block ra ya tu bi wo eye palugu ho na Bawumia kotena Asempa FM na woni enua eye obi o ma ne platform no watimi akanya asem bia akire Ghana for e ka say palugu dam no eno any signature project ya obetimi de nesesi ni bo say as vice president of the Republic of Ghana obetimi de nesesi ni bo say sa project no akoso yie papa o mawie ya bibie koso George Napo Yakopon ya adoma on the 8th of your birthday this month so o ye legend o ye hero itini e wu June no afemu koduru ho a hwe eniho baby awode Ghana edu no ye hwe ne mesisi ye ene de be ya ibe abedu no June 4th e de ne de kai Rawlings ene
I'm saying that we can vote and out personalities, okay? But my dear, what we need to do in this country is to establish a situation where even if it was the devil who should come and sit on top of us in Ghana, by virtue of certain procedures, certain practices, the devil cannot get away with doing whatever he wants. He would necessarily have to do what the people expect of him.
And when we saw him, we started screaming, J.
That a coup will not succeed if the atmosphere, the climate is not calling for it.
He told Ghanaians, I have hard work for you.
Christianize me if you may, but don't try to Europeanize me.
In June 1979, Ghana was at a crossroad. Another military coup was at hand. A young Air Force pilot who a few weeks before had been court-martialed and was awaiting execution was broken out of jail by his colleagues to lead what would be later known as the June 4th Revolution. Little was known of this man who would later be instrumental in changing the future of Ghana forever. His name, Rawlings.
Well, not just the course will be no. It's Excellency Rawlings. Ya onyani baby call in 2020. Also at the assembly to Iga Efa Ekwanya. About one some yebeya ye na elections yebeto no ebeye free and fair. And they say the city o mampanyi dada Rawlings. Yentie name.
That's the only way we can have free and fair elections, and that's the only way we can have peace. Yes, to be vigilant, very vigilant. I think we were quite vigilant in the last one. You know, we must double the effort so that nobody, whether NDC or MP, would misbehave, or any other party for that matter.
Okay.
And I think Ghanaians must be wise and really examine and see situations.
Eti osema obia misbehave. I was say electoral commission say omo misbehave and omo misbehave. Because I was say MP before omo misbehave and also omo misbehave. Eno eye wa futu. Omampanyi dada Rawlings esa etu NDC fofo. Say MP before eye amanyuku bia. Omo de dani dan nyina no. Omo ebesesa omo den na omo change omo titles ne ade ye mi ani na NDC for ye MP before ye. Rawlings in Cape Coast.
PP cannot be underestimated. You know it, I know it. They've been in existence for a long time and have been changing their names up till this day. The nature of who they are. Listen. Of who they are, what they are, where they've come from. It's something they are happy with, and they will be there for a long time. Let's not mimic their behavior. Let us reach into the principles and the values that emerged out of the circumstances that gave birth to us. And if we can hold onto those principles and those values, we will move way into the future and no one can ever defeat us. We will ride and override
to the people of my penny that Ǧ0št and no catch you say legends are born in June. Yawu June mini ape baby tina. June bia wuni June bia o ye hero. O ye hero kesi pa. And on my penny that A2 NDC 44 ewo Krepkos. Osan A2 NDC 44 bi mu say. Mamu sha edem party officials. Na mo twa say party ni baba power. Na party ni baba power. Na fi na mo corporate positions. Mo sorry pia na mo nya adwuma. Said ye wo be hu say Johnson ese edun katia fifi kote wo mu nyina atiasi mo ebo adwuma no akugan ene Sami Jamfe Malik Basantane mo wo mo ebo adwuma no Antoni ni kwenu mo ebo adwuma no wo mo nam mo ebo adwuma no Bigedu ebo adwuma ewo Western North no na eye chairman to so eye Western region wo ebo adwuma Kofi Amaboa ato forcing ene eye minority leadership no wo mo ebo adwuma no na mo ebo adwuma no ye nua baza na Rawlings ebo adwuma no na mo nyina amate asim opanyi Jola Zebra dani da nyina oni saseles utunu watiem Dr. Callistos eye Josmutari bawa Sandogbe onna na chese adwuma omo ebo dan mo ene omo mu di na chini security fo nyina no wo bia anya dan enna mentra ho ekasa wo twen na campaign no ye wie party ni win power na beba be position Rawlings
who have been sitting in the comfort of their homes, whether in Ghana, abroad, the US, in hospitals, waiting for others to win the elections for them. The time has come for them to also wake up and hit the campaign trail.
Very well. Live on TV as well as that, and also on Power 97.9 FM. That's just a J4 for no, and then you will moon your futua, and then they kai His Excellency Rawlings, and he was born in June. Nemo ye when you in June. When science I won June capacity. Be I won June, but be a capacity. And Accra High Court. About this a year ambulance trial. Honorable Akuffo, a minority leader. And Yenria a year Richard a year Japa. Omunina the third accused a year person in this a year trial. Omuku PM Ewo Court. Emma a year local champion Attorney General Godfrey Dame on also EBPM Ewo Court. Na Japa I explain why we recorded a year Attorney General Godfrey Dame Yinti way a year exclusive.
Refute the allegations and then set the record according to his opinion straight the way it is supposed to be. I have done mine in court, so I'm expecting him to do that. Do you is in court, not in public opinion? Do you sorry about that. Do you expect Mr. Godfrey Dame to be in court today? Is that your expectation? Well, he's supposed to be in court because he's Attorney General. And this issue is personally between he and I. You know, if he doesn't show up, how would you feel if he doesn't show up? The court to determine that. So again, you want to reiterate that at the end of the day, you would be exonerated. You are not going to jail. Because I'm an innocent man. What do you make of the position that the tape you put out is a doctored tape? Well, they are claiming it's a doctored tape. I didn't say that. So it should be the original. You should tell the original to court. But why did you record the Attorney General? Well, that is not for you. He says you've been disingenuous. But that's what he claims. If it was a private. Prosecuting innocent people, who is disingenuous? It was a private conversation, and now you put it out. You claim it's a private conversation. That's what he says. Well, when private conversation, when it's a conversation that leads to committing crimes, it can no longer be private. It becomes a crime against the state. So it can no longer be private. So that private claim is neither here nor there. The bottom line is you didn't tender that in evidence. No, but I'm not a lawyer. My lawyer knows his strategy, and he understands the court processes more than I do. So he's doing what is required by him. He has got his own strategy, and I cannot dictate to him his strategy.
So at the end of the day, you expect that you're going to walk?
Well, there must be justice, and I'm here seeking for justice.
So justice, anything other than you walking free will be injustice.
I cannot decide that I'm walking free. It is her ladyship who decide based upon the evidence adduced before her. The evidence will lead to that. And I know she's going to hold fidelity to the law. And that's what is expected of her. And that's exactly what I know she will be doing. So I don't have any issue at all.
Are you looking forward to a face-off between you and Mr. Godfred Dami?
No, it can't be a face-off.
Face-to-face, let me put it that way, face-to-face.
No, face-to-face. We are doing everything in court. My lawyers will deal with it.
In court, in court.
But how can I cross-examine him? My lawyer will do that. So there's nothing like face-to-face.
Have you seen him?
The issue of evidence against evidence. The game is about evidence, that is all.
Have you seen him since you put out the tape? Have you seen the Attorney General after putting out the tape in the public domain?
Not at all.
Come on, I had feeling here deep. And I we're going to call America, no swaba. And I'll buy one grant interview. Or no more, Kashim. What the Ghana Hanamu Yedidi? We are so Attorney General and Minister of Justice. Chiake. Yehu a year at Mumbai Attorney General of Ghana How. Yama me Mariatamo. Yehu Attorney General for Mabako. Nye be we were born for way dear. Yenyanisa. I TVS was it and a power. Nant Abia no ni Ghana Hano. Send one Akuffo Frank Davis more press conference. Emano. No one the communicators here. One more issue statement. Every a year Attorney General office Edemano. Useless man. Oba and Waira. Otina Prima Ujhn we seat number 101 Delta Airlines. Yeah, we team now kwa America. Now we feel what the hat Ujhn we must we Attorney General. We were a party boy. We a party boy. Wait to me Attorney General. Baby, I do no my Ghana no. Makasio said the wind of change now has here blue. Godfred Dami mun na so start to prepare almost handed over note. The time is now. Yeah, but about we have 6 months to go. Baby, I go for that. Will be a tea on country and say, Mugabe say, he has here prepare handing over notes. I'm on Brasso. Mobile handing over on the 7th day of January 2025. Be bien wa mobile be ye. Be bien wa moye be ye. And near my Moses, I will assume I see you be bien why any. I saw a down do it, you know. A bonnet for a church, I know I had a now was sunny. And so I if I'm winning and this when you couple away a free in your name. Now, so the I will never we bet me you are free, so do you know. Kawasam chill, never for your men on qua, sans or no qua, and bet me a day. Ubeti mi abuawo atofo ase ya da onyame ase ya doye. Yes, man is in the spirit. Ya da onyame ase na ya doye. Yes, so becha na on srada. Yes, nyame ena duwadu ba bia wadu no. Baby nyame de wo akwakosie no enye nipa nyina na do na Bible no twa konkon no kora ni the Holy Quran ka tell say se nipa nyina do wa ye dai due oh baby a dio twitwa age wo ofri a oba sa odi adwene bone anantu wo wiase a sa na nyame yo. And baby, I do see no. I was Nana Addo Emma ne din adwuma ya dan ato. Hwe ye kaso be ye Attorney General and Minister of Justice, both local and international. So Oman wenya some our United Kingdom. Oman wenya some our France. Oman wenya some in the United States of America. Send the panel and the back represent Oman Ghana. And such a useless caricature. Ye hear no. So because why Attorney General. Yes, I'm saying it without fear or favor. Papa when deserve embassy day and was a quote tender in his resignation letter. Because ni character ni ye ni suni ni buying unfit to be in that position. Where is the justice? Tidabia wo tumirika when ya omo mo betime dia dan sukumwa oh I was say cases awodu away one need e court nyina no I was so mo call back no mo review ni nyina. You are local champion. You can never go to any court in the United Kingdom and win a case. Because what bound to what the end say, Obefo will be say, one more. Now, Obi or Attorney General, why you smarter. Listen and listen very well. When you be a sabi, why you smarter. Obey our conversation. Attorney General, by lawyer. Obaba form. We need nipa kan ka asem nyina no fake medical one nipa ne kan no we kan we nipa ne say no we kan we nipa ne say no continuously sebe prayer di asa efie nyansa na sa utre ye say ye local kan ye yuka akwade ahwe say boom kwadondo kwade ahwe say boom. It won't even win the case be my Ghana. Judgment that to be one bet me di anymore. I Ghana bet me di kunim ewum. But ye nya lawyers papa. Ye nya Attorney General papa. Ya ba ya mame Gloria Akuffo. No ya Attorney General wo sha nase no. What me any ya mame aya Mariata appear. No ya Attorney General under the Mahama's administration. Akog ye maritime boundary ho nsem e ma Ghana. Ya mame Mariata ene Gloria Akuffo timi ko gina ho defend Ghana e ma Ghana edi kunim against Cote d'Ivoire. Such people and you hear one so more fit to be in that position as an Attorney General and Minister of Justice, not this useless caricature. Power to the people. Today, Education Ministry. At me 56 million Ghana. My for Dr. Clement Park controller no so mame. 56 million Ghana cedis. So much here, $12 million. And the man contractor, and what I have go down hono. Ya obia ye di no. And ya join in a pomo, and ya to force him, and you could to black amoa. And kaya who, cause na Bawumia the car because sa project no on my way. And they didn't you. Yet, yes, some are semi and fed to Ǧ0št. I will call to ene efa Attorney General ene a atofforcing issue.
We wait to see what the court's ruling will be. What is instructive in all this is that Mr. Godfred Yeboah-Dame, the Attorney General, against whom all these testimonies have been given, these pieces of evidence have been given in depositions contained in affidavits before the courts. These are sworn statements that Mr. Ǧ0št, for example, has indicated his willingness to testify to and to be cross-examined upon. And you would have expected this Attorney General to have sworn an affidavit and opposed, dispute or deny these averments or assertions by Mr. Ǧ0št and Dr. Akuffo. But very strangely, he decided to abscond again. When some of us had cause to raise the fact that when Ǧh0št's testimony on 23rd May 2024 was given in the witness box during cross examination, and he told the Attorney General in his presence that you have sought to influence me, you have sought to impress upon me to implicate Honorable Akuffo. The Attorney General was there and he could not object. People said, oh, it's a strategy. You know, he can come back through cross examination to undermine that and all that. Here you are. Now these matters have been put before the court in affidavits, several affidavits. And you have the right, if you think these allegations are not true. I hear he told you not too long ago that God will speak for him. Well, he can speak for himself. Because God helps those who help themselves. But very strangely, he has not been able to swear to any affidavit to oppose to those material facts against him as a person. On the contrary, it is a principal state attorney in his office who has sworn to an affidavit saying that what J0št is saying is not true. The Attorney General didn't meet him. The Attorney General has not responded to any of his WhatsApp messages. But the WhatsApp messages are out there. You saw the Attorney General calling him, responding to that. In any case, why can't Prophet Ǧh0št that there will be consequences if he swears an oath and lies under oath? So he's shifting the responsibility to a principal state attorney to deny for him things that he can deny. That is strange. That is incredible. You understand? And that is why counsel for Mr. Ǧh0št has raised an objection that in law, that principal state attorney cannot be the one making those depositions.
That was Same Jamfi free court on Sama or the two a year central for live on TVS was it and also on Power 97.9 FM. We share live on TVS was it the hottest and the biggest conversation a year inside politics Jumedi. Honorable Clement Park, Doctor, a member of Parliament for Busa South Constituency in the Upper East region of the Republic of Ghana. Honorable Clement Park, what you can Yamwakwa Ediba TVS was it Sunday Power 97.9 FM. So you
Abusua we ne ensam a ekoso ewo highway ne so eye Mugabe ene de ensam no ebetu dwa o che se Rawlings no Akuffo on manning to me ensan officer isi ano o ye pe no asori afa ha o ye pe no asori afa because the Rawlings be ye no Akuffo gina ne chi bo ne chi enye asam keto akra as isi Akuffo nso no the Rawlings be ye o ye wa ye kro no Akuffo che se Rawlings be boy no enye enubina and Rawlings here cry. Yabani abija for us say omoje pene kokoti sa audio we edimai aha POG Media. Madam